and sisters, and welcome back again to our talk. Today we are going to talk again about what is going on generally in Africa, but particularly in Republic Democratic of Congo, which is ex-Zaire. It's still something which is not good, and it is still something that leaders, African leaders, they need to work on it. They need to fix it as soon as possible, because nothing is working at all. Nothing is working. We are in the 21st century. Still, African country is under development. Sometimes I ask myself a lot of questions. What's going on? What is happening to African continent? Africa is a very, very huge and big continent. 52 countries in Africa. But still few of them, they're a little bit ahead of others. But most of them, they are down. And if you see, even though those few ones, they are not completely 100% done yet, or not even 75% done yet. If it's done too much, maybe 40%. And African countries, they have a lot of resources. They have a lot of things which they can work on it and which they can do to develop their countries. I think what is killing our leaders is because they wanted to get rich. They want to look after themselves than looking after their population. So when they just hear somebody come and talk to them about this amount, such amount of money, they don't think twice. First thing which comes on their mind is this is how I'm going to be rich. This is how I'm going to prepare for my retirement. This is how my children are going to be this in the future. They never ever think about the population, about the entire country. 21st century, Africa still living in poverty. They're still living in poverty. $1 a day. Sometimes even $1 is too much. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe 50 cents. If really the father struggle can only get maybe a paraffin, so that they cannot sleep in dark. And the condition where these people are sleeping, it is horrible. It's like a shrine. But that's not a shrine, it's a house where father, mother, children are sleeping in it. Only one room. All entire family are going to sleep in there. Whose fault is that? Government. The government who cannot, a president of the republic of that country, I don't know who cannot even care, I don't know, to say, okay, today I have something to do. I need to work, I need to travel Instead of spending money going to different countries, going to enjoy your life in Dubai or going somewhere wherever in Paris or in London, please, you take that money. Say today I want to go and visit this particular region. I want to go and see how people are doing in that region. Although there's some member of parliament, people voted them in that particular region, and even those people, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. If they get money, they get paid all their money they put in their pocket, and they are not helping the population of that particular place or region. This is what is happening in Africa right now, and it has been there for many years. I can say since God created the continent of Africa until today, there's still trouble going on there. So this is how leaders, African presidents, they need to think how to do and to stop this immediately. Because we cannot continue living like this anymore. Whose fault is that? Now, because many people, our population, they don't understand, they think maybe, yeah, the problem is coming from overseas. It's because of this and this, they are the one bringing the trouble in our country. No, sometimes we are judging them wrongly. We need to judge our leaders because they are the cause of our poverty. They are the one who's creating all this problem in your country. It's not other people. Because when the international community, whenever they are, or such a rich country somewhere in Europe or America or Asian, they came to you to contact you because they want to do business with you. When they propose you like 1 billion, 2 billion, or 10 billion, 100 million, they give it to you. They say we have to pay you. You give you this money. You lend the money. You borrow the money from them. They give you that money, but it will take you a lot more to pay them back. And the time you are spending paying back that money, it's the time your people are suffering. It's the time your population are suffering. Why can't you agree with them? Win-win. You know what I'm talking about. You have everything. You have gold, you have diamond. You have coltan. You have everything which can make you rich more than anything, more than any other countries. Let those people come and beg you. You are the boss. You have the key in your hand. It is for you to open the door for them. And not for them to open the door for you and you come and beg before them and kneeling before them and begging them. Please, African leaders, you need to be serious. You need to think twice of your people first, of your country first. Try to come together and work together to develop your country. It is really painful and it is shameful. In the whole world, we are living in the 21st century. African country is still living, African continent is still living in poverty. Terrible, terrible poverty. Let's take example of a country like Congo. Congo is most richest country in the world. If today we are changing our mobile phone, we are changing iPhone every year, day and night. The product they are making this phone is coming from Republic Democratic of Congo. The product they are making for the batteries is coming from the Republic Democratic of Congo. Now put your mind and think, how many people they have mobile phone in this world? And how many people or companies are making a mobile phone in this world? And try to think how much Congolese people, they are gaining from that. Nothing. Completely nothing. But they are the farmer. They are the one who's producing that product. They need to gain more. They need to get a profit. But they are not getting. Why? The leaders. Our presidents, they are useless. Very, very useless. They think of their pocket. You can see a president is a billionaire. How comes a president is a billionaire when people are suffering in his own country? Yeah? When people are sleeping outside, when there's, homeless children under age of 16, they are homeless. Orphans. But a president is a billionaire. How comes? Population, you need to open up your eyes. You need to be tough on those people. Those wicked, very wicked leaders, you need to be tough on them. Because if you continue just sleeping and let them do whatever they want to do and enjoying what they are doing, after 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 years, all your generation are going to be suffering as our parents, our grandparents suffered, and we suffered, and our children and our grandchildren are going to go through the same difficulty or poverty like us we went through. So that way we need to be very, very careful, very, very careful. What we can do, we have to come together wherever you are. If you have one word, you put your word together to join others. Our voice will reach out. And these people, these presidents, these leaders of Africa, they must change. They must change. Have you seen the government people, all of them, they are rich. If they drive a very the car which is not expensive, that must be like 50,000. This is the cheapest car these people drive. 50,000. And when their people are suffering, so ask yourself where these people are getting the money from. Where is the government getting the money from? Is stealing it from his own people and making them suffer, making them die. There is no hospital. There is no water. There is no roads. Nothing. Completely nothing. They can pretend only to build something nice in the center of the capital city. Just something very little, and to make visitors to say, wow, things are good, things are looking great. That is not true. But if you go deeper, you travel around that country, you are going to feel really sad. You'll feel sad. That's why people are traveling around. People are going around to visit. Let them film everything which is hidden behind that country and bring it into light. Let those governments feel ashamed of what they are hiding, of what they are hiding on the face of the world. They must be ashamed. Who has been quiet for a long time, for long time, and things are not changing. Things are getting worse and worse and worse. When the population, they get tired and they suffer, they say today we are going outside. We are going to talk, we are going to rise up our voice because we need our freedom. We need to live a happy life. We need to send our children to school. But the wicked president, they are going to order the police general to come and kill his own people. People are voting for him, and people are giving him their voice. He ordered the police and the soldiers to go, the armies to go and shoot these people. And if you think what you are doing is good, I'm telling you today, you African president, you are completely wrong and you are lost. You are out of your mind. How can you kill your own people? People who voted for you, who people make you to be a president, people make you today to be famous in the world, and you are turning against them. You are going to kill them and shoot them like, I don't know which kind of person are you. It is sad. African leaders, you need to stop. You need to start thinking properly as a human being. You need to try to do something which is good for your own people. Because all this European community, if you look properly, their life is better. They know what they are doing. They don't have war in their country. You can't see them migrating to in mass number to another country. They live peaceful in their country. And if they came to you, they wanted to deal with you, they want to make business with you. It is you to tell them what you want them to do, and not them to tell you what they are going to do for you. Because they are going to put you in a huge debt, which is going to take a entire time for you, or period of the time you are going to be a president, for you to pay that debt back to the World Bank. And also to international community. This message is also for you. Please try to leave African leaders alone. Let them decide what they want to do for their own country. Don't oppose them. Don't choose who's going to be a president for them. Let the people of that country choose their own president. Have you seen in France when there is election, African leaders, they came together and they choose the president who's going to be in France? It never happened. Have you seen in England when they wanted to vote for a prime minister? All other countries come together and say, no, we have to decide who is going to be the best prime minister in England? No. The same thing in America. Have you seen African country or Asian or other group of different countries come together, leaders come together, say, no, now we are going to make a decision. We are going to choose who's going to be a good president in America, so that president, when he's there, is going to help all other countries in the world. No. Why only you are doing it in a poor country like Republic Democratic of Congo? Why? That's the question. If there's election in the Republic Democratic of Congo, all the leaders of the world, they have to put their ears to listen what is going to happen. And who's the best person which we are going to put him there, so we can control him, so we can tell him what to do. And if that person refuses or to disobey them after they have chosen him to be a president, they are going to torture that president intelligently. If that the leader became a president, after the vote, people go out and vote for him massively. Under the rain, they give that president their voice. But the world leaders, they are going to change it. They will give that voice to the person who does not deserve to be a president, the person who was not elected as a president of that country. And this is where the problem is coming. This is how countries like African continent, like Africa, continue to live in the poverty. Because when they choose their leader, international community, they will choose different one for them. And once they choose you, you become like how do they call it again? You work for them. You have to work for them. Whenever they tell you to do, you have to agree with them. And if you don't agree, they are going to look for another opposition leader in your country. They will push the opposition leader against you. And that opposition leader is going to bring fire onto the population, to put pressure on the population. Then they will call you a dictator. They call you a dictator, but you are not a dictator because only you refuse to obey to their rules. They will call you a dictator. And that will be the end of you. You need to stop. International leaders, community, international community, wherever you are, you need to stop pushing African leaders to do what they are not supposed to do, because it's making their people suffering. It is a torture for their own people. If someone was not elected, that person must not be a president. It's not because you have seen him from far, this one we are going to manipulate him, we are going to use him, we are going to let him do this and this, so we have to put him. And the person who is very intelligent, the person who gives himself, now I'm going to work for the goodness of my people, you are going to push him away, aside. You need to stop that. We are in the 21st century. African leaders, you need to make your own decision, and a very good decision, not a bad one. You need to make your own decision, the very good one, for your own people. Until when you will continue begging the international community, always you beg them, always you run after them. We just take an example of the president, which is in the Republic Democratic of Congo right now. Congo have everything. But the president is traveling everywhere around the world to beg for people. Why? Why are you begging people? People must come and beg from you because they want to work. Because